Hello, darling. Looks like it's bedtime again. Tonight, I'm going to tell you about my favorite person, David Bowie. Little David lived with his family in a tiny house on an ordinary street in London, but he had ideas that would take him out of this world. In school, David loved music and dance classes. He had a real talent for singing, and his dance moves were from another planet, man. His teachers had never seen anything like it before. He spent hours listening to his brother's rock and jazz records. He was so inspired by the power of music that he started to write his own songs. David studied art, music, and design at school. Sometimes his teachers weren't sure if he were a boy or a girl, but David was just delighted being himself. One day, he got into a silly fight with his friend George, who punched him in the eye. That punch would change David's look forever and make him strangely magnetic. David and George remained friends and formed a group called the Conrads. The rest of the band was happy playing weddings, but David wanted to be a star. He jumped from band to band, looking for a chance, dreaming that one day all the lonely children on the planet Earth would sing his songs out loud. But David knew that a great singer needed to be a great performer too. He decided to mix his music with the most spectacular outfits and dance moves ever seen on stage. David wrote a song about a lonely astronaut, and that became his first big hit. The whole world listened to his song when man first walked on the moon. Next, David transformed into an alien rock star called Ziggy Stardust, the coolest space invader the world has ever seen. Dressed as Ziggy, David finally became a superstar. David wasn't sure where he'd go from there, but he knew it wouldn't be boring. He kept reinventing himself, and that's what made him David Bowie. For more than 40 years, he was exploring new galaxies. Filled with futuristic sounds, he helped generations of fans. I don't know this part that well. He helped generations of fans find their own voice and dare to be different, man. And by never being afraid of being himself, little David became the most unique star that ever fell to earth. Can you see me sweating? It's hot, girl. Good night. Sweet dreams. Love ya.